And who better to guide us than Brother Li Ping Xian, affectionately known as Brother PS. Many of you know him as Tzu Chi's walking encyclopedia, a treasure trove of wisdom on our history and Master Cheng Yen's teachings. His passion, depth of knowledge, and heartfelt dedication are truly inspiring. Brother PS, the floor is yours. Anand.
I'm so honored that there'll be that introduction. Good evening, brothers and sisters in Dharma, Amitabha. Right, allow me to do a quick share. Okay, good. Right. I prepared the material for an hour, but I was told that this is only 30 minutes. But I'll just very quickly run everything through. Right. This is, I was told this special session was organized in memory of Brother Michael. And in fact, I would like to make this a dedication of a marriage to my personal hero, Brother Michael. And then he's really the true example of all the volunteers. And he has personally inspired me a lot. And then when walking on this path. And I would say that his departure that is brought so much of the tears and in everyone that is incomparable. But whatever it is, we always remember all the goodness all the dedication that he has left behind. That we will continue this particular path, and that's why we are here tonight. Right. The first episode that is it was taken on by Brother Sun Hawk, and then we have discussed quite in depth of the Buddha discarding the mundane life in search of the truth to relieve suffering. And Master Cheng Yen ran away from home to pursue the cultivation in Buddhism. I think there was quite a fair bit of interesting discussion whether this is against the concept of filial piety or whatever. So I think that was already discussed in length. Tonight I'll focus on the episode 2. No doubt that is the episode 1 and episode 2 both are still discussing about Buddha in search of the truth to relieve suffering, enlightenment, and his compassion. And also in the contrary, also Master Cheng Yen vow for Buddhism and for the sentient beings. So I will elaborate a little bit more on this particular part. And also the third one is on the Tzu Chi volunteers fulfilling Buddha's vow made more than 2,500 years ago. So that will basically the framework for tonight. Just quickly run in, I think you can actually see all this is the wording that is appears in the entire episode 2, right, where Prince Siddhartha spent 5 years visiting famous teachers he once learned from the meditative Udaraga, and he finally understood that cultivation in isolation is not the way to liberation. Sorry, that is the wrong spelling. It's not the way to liberation. The Buddha then changed his mind and wanted to experience asceticism. And during then, there was actually 96 special cultivation methods in ancient India, right? And then he chose one of it. And after 6 years of the practice, and since Prince Siddhartha gradually stopped eating and drinking and almost in the state of fasting and starving himself just like skin and bones. And that's why we can see those Buddha statue in that kind of a manner that is in memory of the Buddha during that state. Even after this is harsh practices, yet he still haven't found the way to liberation. And one day he passed out at the banks of the Naranjan river and was saved by shepherdess. And the shepherdess accepted the offering of this shepherdess, and then this is where he understood that the need to maintain basic physical health to have a chance to gain enlightenment and the possibility of saving sentient beings. So these are the episodes that this appeared during the before that Buddha and attained enlightenment. Then after the 49 days of a deep meditations, Prince Siddhartha saw the morning star, the Venus, and experienced the ultimate clarity. And he realized suffering, which is the three key word we always during when we play that the chanting is always it's very loudly that hitting all of us is dukkha, anicca, anatta, the 苦空, right, and then 无常 and 无我, the suffering, impermanence, and non-self. And this is become the most important of the three marks of existence. And he understood that the liberation comes from within, not through the extreme asceticism or indulgence, but via the middle way. Okay, now I will just pause here. That is because I want to throw in a question here. Does the 5 years of cultivation in isolation and 6 years of asceticism and the shine of a morning star part of the factor that Buddha attained enlightenment? This is always quite an interesting question, because you see, we always say that the 49 days of the deep meditation that he attained enlightenment. But what he has experienced in the earlier, that is a part of the factor that enable him to achieve enlightenment, right? I think we will leave this as a question. I'm just throwing for everybody to have some food of thought so that you don't fall asleep. But as you see, certainly everybody will have a different kind of answer, and let's see, right? I would not want to answer this at this particular moment, because you see, in Tzu Chi, we always have a very good answer towards that. And one of the most common answer we always say is that every single effort that is we do, or every act, every word that is spoken, every thought that it come forward, that it has its karma. And the accumulation of all these things will enable the next things to happen. So from that kind of a concept, we can easily answer this particular question, that is not a single point of it, but it's accumulation. And it's for Buddhas to attain that enlightenment, that is the multiple paths that he has cultivated, right? That is enable him to become enlightened. And that is why for all Tzu Chi volunteer, we promise ourselves that we come back to this Saha world, that in the numerous karpas, so that one day we will also attain Buddhahood, right? All right. Prince Siddhartha in search of relieving suffering. After attaining enlightenment, Buddha initially hesitated to teach, believing that the profound truth, the Dharma he has realized might be too subtle and difficult for ordinary people to grasp. This is also reflected in the Sutra of the Infinite Meaning. It stated that Buddha's original state of mind, which is the avamtasaka state, but even heavenly beings could not understand it. So this is appeared in the Sutra of the Infinite Meaning. And according to the Aryapariyasana Sutta, the Buddha thought this truth is deep, hard to see, and beyond logic and subtle. Only the wise can understand it. And most beings are trapped in the craving and would find it hard to grasp the dependent of origin, emptiness, and nirvana. So he considered remaining silent and entering parinirvana without teaching. Right. So that was the first stage when Buddha attained enlightenment. However, the Brahma Sampati, a divine being that intervened and pleaded with the Buddha. And there are beings with little dust in their eyes who will understand. Please teach for their sake. Moved by compassion, Buddha surveyed the world and saw that some people, like the 5 ascetics, were ready, right? So these are the 5 the guardian angels that is abandoned Buddha when after he drank the milk, right? So he decided to turn the wheel of Dharma and give the first sermon at the Sarnath. the Deer Park, right? And then the first chapter is the Four Noble Truths and the 12 course of the 12 links of the cyclic existence and the 6 paramitas. Am I talking some foreign languages? I think I am, because you see, if the heavenly beings could not understand Buddha's teaching, we are the lay person here. And how do we understand? We'll talk about Four Noble Truths, and we'll have 12 cyclic of existence, and we're talking about the 6 paramitas. We might understand it from that because it's being explained over and over again by a different teacher. But personally, right, I went through quite a fair bit with the Theravada study, and I'm so glad that when it comes to Tzu Chi, that I have such a compassionate teacher and a group of the Sissong Tzu Chi that is encouraging us and put all this is hard to understand wordings into actions. And the most powerful things that the master always mentioned is to say, going back to the original compassion of Buddha, 回到佛陀本怀. And this is exactly what we are trying to put them into practice. Despite those kind of difficult to understand wordings. So it's important to go back to what is the true meaning of compassion. And then this is only not by the word that we speak, by the action that we render and the joy that it derives. And from there on, we have that kind of a realization. Okay, I think, I hope everybody is still following so far, right? I'm just going to throw a little bit of the more heavy stuff here. We are learning the Buddha's way. The Buddha's way is loving kindness and compassion. And this appears in the Sutra of Infinite Meaning, right? We must let our loving kindness guide our practice of compassion. And let our compassion inspire our wisdom. Please feel free to take photo of these things and contemplate on this wording over and over, because this is such a wisdom word and it's so difficult for me to understand and explain it to you. But however, right, all these things to inspire the wisdom, the truthfulness, the mindfulness, out of it, the most importantly is the devotion. If we don't have that devotion, right, the devotion to the Buddha, right, the devotion to the Buddhism itself, and it is very difficult for us to walk and consistently walking this particular path. And for Tzu Chi volunteer, where does the devotion come about, right? I think you have to go back. In this episode 2, there's a lot of a very beautiful story that is described. And it all started from this particular question of a lady who carries the basket is the most blessed one. That was the question that everybody knows that at the age of 21, Master Cheng Yen's father passed away. And then from the age of 21 until the age of 25, that she has to diligently go in search of where does the father go after he has passed away. And as I say, and this particular wise nun, that the bhikkhuni that came and then accompanied her, that is Master Xiu Dao. Master Xiu Dao Faster, and then she, for information, she was trained in Japan at the age of 15, and for 12 years she was in Japan and learning the Zen Buddhism. And she always reminded that we must demonstrate the teaching through our own action, not merely just through words. And we must, and she always say that we must always carry a ruler and weighing machine with us and use that to measure ourselves, not others. And that is you imagine that is the master that is always accompanying Master Cheng Yen from that particular moment at the age of 21 and the age of 25. And that is why a lot of the time that our master is actually a very strict, because she's also being influenced with so much of the very rigid kind of teaching, right? And of course, Master Xiu Dao actually passed away in the age of 95. She passed away in the year 2016. So now, interesting question here. Why is it the lady who carries the basket is the most blessed one? That word actually came from Master Xiu Dao to Master Cheng Yen. Master Cheng Yen mentioned that when she heard of this, she doesn't know actually, she couldn't comprehend what actually it means, what Master Xiu Dao is trying to tell her. One day when she was carrying the basket, and then she went to buy some vegetables, and some coins from her purse actually dropped down on the floor, and she started bending down and collect all this the coins. She suddenly come to the realization that now I understand what Master Xiu Dao is trying to tell me. Each of these coins will determine what am I going to buy for the whole family, right? And the blessing of my entire family, the joy actually are now in my hand. So that is why it says that lady who carries a basket is the most blessed one. During that, she says that I do not just merely want to be the lady who carries the basket, who determine the blessing of the family, but I want to make sure that the sentient being in this world, they are being taken care of. Oh my God. When all of us were in the lay person, and Master Cheng Yen during then, she was such a lady of the 20 over years old, and she actually has that kind of a vow and that kind of a great mind that is for all the sentient beings. So that is the master that we have, right? Move on. There was also an episode that they went to the Tulip Mountain. I always want to, I personally was very inspired by this story, because I was very curious of Master Cheng Yen, that to see what kind of a lady she is, if we can help the Yin Kong to do some muting. Yeah, okay. Because she always, in all the documentation, we always see that it appears that she's a very strict person. And what kind of a life has she gone to? And this episode actually show up a very jovial part of perspective of Master Cheng Yen, that she was also just like another lay person. She wants to look for, is there a divine power out there, and from some kind of superpower that you can actually go after, and then get some supernatural kind of shortcut, something like that, right? So, but of course, through the journey, she eventually realized that nirvana cannot be sought outwardly. The Buddhas exist not far from the vulture's peak, for the spiritual mountains exist in one's heart. So don't go out there, keep on going to search for the divine being that will give you some kind of a supernatural, but all this is cultivation, is all within us and within our control. And it is all the effort, and absolutely work on it and walk the path, and we will come to the certain of a realization. Right. So in this portion, I think it's appropriate to share with you a little bit that the origin of this word called Jingsi. This word Jingsi actually appears in everywhere throughout the world. We have 67 chapters in every part of the world, in 67 countries that have a Jingsi hall. And you might be asking, what does this word originated from, right? It was actually the second time that Master Cheng Yen ran away from home, right? So because she was so committed, she was very determined that she wants to become the nun. And first time she ran away, and it was pulled back by the mother, right? The mother managed to find her, right? And the second time when she ran away, right? So at one of the train station at the Kaohsiung, and she saw an article, right? And that article has the image of a Buddha meditating under the Bodhi tree. And it has this word called deep contemplation. 静思 actually literally means deep contemplation, right? So and she found this word so beautiful. So she decided to change her name. She doesn't use her name anymore and use this name Jingsi, in the hope that the mother would not find, the people who knows her would not find her anymore and would not pull her back to home, right? So literally from this particular episode, you know that right, she was so determined, and then she really wanted to become the nun, right? So it also literally signified a transformation from ordinary to a sane person, right? So she let go of her ordinary name, and she really wanted to pursue the journey for the Buddhism, right? And I put a question here. At which point her mother finally found out that she's so determined to become a nun? Honestly, I personally went through the book called Jing Si, and we actually have 3 books, and Jing Si, San Hu, and it's all already translated into English. And when I went through the detail of this particular book, I found it. I was actually crying. I don't know why that was crying, because that scene was so beautiful, right? The moment that the mother found her the second time, and she actually passed 300 Taiwan dollar to the mother. Why she passed the $300? Because the earlier episode, it was talking about Master Xiu Dao, that they went to Tulan Mountain, and they actually went through a very harsh episode. And after that, Master Xiu Dao actually fall sick after that. And she doesn't have money. So she got to actually use the bangle. That bangle was actually the precious one that given by the mother. And she actually, how do you call it, gadai, is to say, you actually go to the shop and say, okay, you can have my bangle, I need the money. So use the money, a pawn shop, right? Okay, and use that to get the money in order to buy medicine for the Xiu Dao, Master Xiu Dao. And when the mother came to her during this particular episode, right, she wanted to get back that particular the bangle, because that is the most precious one that given by the mother. And during this particular moment, you can imagine that how determined she is to pursue to become the Sangha. And the mother during this particular moment says that, now I know you are so determined. And that is the greatest mother that in the world, that she actually allow her and wish her all the best, and continue to support her. And that is such a beautiful episode. That is I love to, well, keep on remembering. And I love to share with people this. All right. Now, after listening to all this is a story, you'll find that there's certain kind of energy that you feel so proud. Oh, that's the master that I have, right? It's not just that, right? The reverence and the devotion that continues. That is the next episode. You know that to be ordained as a monastic bhikkhu or bhikkhuni, that one must have a 3 master and 7 certificates, and it's a ceremony of Mahayana Buddhism. So in 1963, that's a Jingsi arrived at Lingji temple in Taipei. They discovered that she has not taken refuge under the master, hence the ordination criteria has not been met. Thus, he detoured to Hui Lecture Hall and to obtain a set of a master Tai Chi complete book collection. Who would have thought that under such a circumstance, it was there that the Mad Master Yin Shun, her mentor, who imparted her the lifetime wisdom. And that is during that age, that's how Master Yin Shun looked like. And that's how in the year 1963, right, how Master Cheng Yen looked like. So I just want to go on to the next one very quickly. This is the Master Yin Shun, right? Master Yin Shun, he was born in China. So he was born in 1906, and he passed away in June 4th of 2005 at the age of 99 years. And he was the first Mahayana bhikkhu that conferred with a doctorate and left behind 7 million words of a Buddhism literature. And most of us who studied Mandarin, right, in the Buddhism, this is actually our entry textbook to know Buddhism, because that is the way to Buddhahood. That was written in the year 1960, and it has so many versions that this is after that, and there was a lot of the story behind that is he was actually forced to change some wording or whatever. That's if you have a different session that will share more on that. You notice that just now I mentioned about Master Tai Shi, right? Master Tai Shi is actually recorded as Master Yin Shun's master. Master Tai Shi passed away in the age of 50 over years old. And he was the evocation of this Buddhism must be practical, and it's meant for the human race and for the daily life, Buddhism in life. And Master Yin Shun evocate that a different perspective. He mentioned about humanistic Buddhism, and this is quite in line with the subsequently the Tzu Chi path is going around the humanistic Buddhism. So that is at the age of 58 that this Master Yin Shun met Master 26 years old Master Cheng Yen at the Hui Lecture Hall, and then so that is the most beautiful part. Again, I really love to speak this in the detail every time when we have a guest that come by. Such a beautiful scene that is when the two great person that the first time they met each other, right? To further explain a little bit that the Master Yin Shun is actually a Theravada emphasis. Yes, this is the evocation. He mentioned that the differentiation between the Theravada and the Mahayana Buddhism, and then he has a very deep explanation, and he wrote a lot of commentation, a criticism about what Buddhism is not supposed to be and what Buddhism should be, right? And one of the very serious words that actually hits Master Cheng Yen very much is to say, the last sentence I mentioned that, must we rigidly adhere to the ritualistic recitation of sutra? Which is a lot of the time that in the Mahayana Buddhism that we will emphasize a lot of the chanting, a lot of a ceremonial, right? That a lot of the time that we spend a lot of time on that, but sometimes that the true meaning of it might be neglected, right? So that is actually very in line with the Master Cheng Yen's aspiration that Buddhism should be practical and it should be actionable. So that's why when these two great persons that met together, and that episode, this is what we have, and today we abide to the power of their vows for Buddhism, for all beings, right? And this is that craft the beginning of the Tzu Chi. All right, so I think let me see, now it's a 47. I have another 10 minutes and or so to go, right? To really go on this particular path, it is the I just want to read this to you. Serving all sentient beings is Buddha's great wish. During the 49 years since his enlightenment, he guided sentient beings according to their different abilities. That's Buddha's teaching. He wanted the world to understand and accept the practice of Buddhism. However, this is what appeared in the episode 2. The most important word at the beginning of the episode, it says that the same beggar village that has existed for more than 2,000 years remain there till now. What should we? I mean, being a Buddhist, sometimes we think that what's wrong with that? No doubt, that's a lot of the. When we revisit the history, there's a lot of the evolution that have gone through. That you have a different religion, different leader that comes by. Yes, but does it mean that Buddhism could not survive that, right? So that actually, I have the next question. Will the change from now on, will the change take place? And what it takes to turn around? Since we're already talking about 2,500 years ago, the village is there, and now we are going in. Will the change take place, and what it takes to turn around, right? So the following, I can only say is that I need to give some statistic to see that really are we on the path. Social volunteer, this is empowered by Master Cheng Yen. She keep on reminding all of us that we need to fulfill the Buddha's vow that made more than 2,500 years ago, right? Buddha is so compassionate that to say we need to repay his kindness by fulfilling his vow, right? Have we done anything? Yes. In the birthplace of Buddha in Lumbini is in Nepal, right? That was during the 2,000 years ago, that was actually part of the India, right? So no doubt that it's become the Nepal an independent country. Oh, so in the May 2023, a special Buddha bathing ceremony that attended by 3,000 people in Lumbini, the birthplace of a Buddha. Yep, that is ceremonial. That was something that I will show you a little bit more. But I think before that, there was actually an earthquake that shocked Nepal in 2015 that brings Tzu volunteer back to Lumbini. But before that, in 1993, there was actually a Tzu village that we have 1,800 permanent houses that built for the flood victim in Sarlahi, Lautahat, Mak Wampo. These are the 3 areas that surrounding Kathmandu, and that's as you see that the 3 areas that I mentioned is actually down here surrounding Kathmandu, right? I can show you a little bit of a picture here. As you can see that this is the village that is built in 1993, the Tzu village, and that they still have this cornerstone that mark that the Tzu village. And that was way back in 2019, the Nepal earthquake. And I have an opportunity that went back in the year 2016. A lot of these things remain the same, right? So there's not much of the progress from there. So, wow, here comes that how do we repay the Buddha's kindness? I just want to show you this quick video, right? That's about 3 minutes.
李副总说， 海外的志工很有福，来到兰比尼花园，有这么大的一个花园，给我们这个海外志工就像我们自己的后花园那什么时候你都可以进来。那整个景观又有运河，又有树木又有很多的寺院。他说这个地方非常的漂亮。那又看到说这条中央运河还有2座拱桥，我们可以用渡生死河的概念就是大船师怎样的把众生从此岸渡彼岸的这样子的一个概念来办这个浴佛节
这次的浴佛很特别因为这次我们遇到的是同一天在本土的维赛节，很多地方是过去我们所用的地方都不能用，然后包括摩耶夫人庙也不行，所以因为这个种种的考量我们最后只能在室外
大家都一直的口号就往前拉，所以当大家口号一致，方向一致，力量一致的时候，觉得非常的轻松，就可以把6艘船拿到彼岸我们愿人力才能够从此岸渡彼岸
运在群神，原来这个后面的意义就是叫我们不要一个人走，我们要带着一群人来走，所以一个人可以走得快多人就可以走得远。
在兰比尼的浴佛会有2场，一场是要就是跟唐人同步，所以是4点45分早上；另外一场是对外的，是6点30分。所以我们在想，就是早上的时候是对内的，全部都是慈济人，所以我们就想做那个字体是叫学。而在6点30分的那一场，我们是会跟有法师在诵《无量易经》，可以用觉来做。天人相马跳于世。因为我们是这次也是有邀约的学生来做演绎，所以有3间学校的学生一起参与这些学生其实他们很少有舞台让他们去表演或让他们去演绎手语。这次我们可以邀约他们一起过来，我们也是非常非常欢喜。
A very key word that was mentioned here. Oops. The very, very key word mentioned here. In this particular path, we don't walk alone, right? There's a lot of Liverpool supporter here. You're not alone, right? Same thing in Sentient. We don't walk alone. And when we walk together, right? And important for all the commissioner that we could walk the front and then lead the rest of others. When we walk together and we walk with the same step, that the power is enormous. And that is Tzu way. That is the wisdom of Master Cheng Yen. And continue from here, repaying Buddha's kindness, we see that this is some charitable work that this is currently working on in Lumbini, right? This educational work that is all of the volunteers is working tirelessly that to hopefully that we can achieve that this day the kind of consistency, and so as the medical outreach, the free clinics, and then and the most important thing is to grow the local volunteers, right? So as I mentioned just now, we can't simply walk alone. So we need the local to walk with us so that we can be consistent and then continue with this particular path. The greatest offering we can make to repay Buddha's kindness is upholding, purifying precepts with great reverence. I think this is the coming to the end of my sharing, and then I leave behind that is some of the words that is I always find it very powerful, that with contentment, gratitude, understanding, and forgiveness, we purify our mind. With unity, harmony, mutual respect, and cooperation, we create a harmonious society. And with kindness, compassion, joy, and selfless giving, we reduce the calamities in the world and we create a peaceful world for all living beings. And that is the vision of our Master Cheng Yen way back in 2006. And today, being the commissioner, all of us, we will adhere back to this and we will make this happen. And
Words really cannot fully express our gratitude for the profound and insightful and moving sharing offered by Brother PS. You have really given us the timeless story of the Buddha, his quest for truth and compassion, and rekindle it with this for Buddhism and for sentient beings. You put together all this history, the wisdom, and Master Cheng Yen's teachings. So this is really an embodiment of Tzu Chi's spirit. Of course, I think the two keywords, the action and compassion, really transforming wisdom into action. I think that is very, very important. And of course, and this compassion into tangible love for all beings, to walk the path. Yeah, Kanan so much, Brother PS, for the wonderful sharing. I think we are also very blessed today. We have, at the moment now, 62 so-called line connected to us. And of course, we have, especially all our African Black Pearl volunteers coming all the way from Zambia, Durban, and many other areas as well. So maybe now we just want to invite our respected lay practitioner, Brother Joe Huang, to give us a few words of wisdom. Brother Joe, over to you.
All right, thank you. And many thanks to Brother P.S. Lee. And hello, everybody. Hello. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm right now in Taiwan. Thank you, everybody. I would just like to say, I apologize. I can't stay for long, but I've been listening to Brother P.S. Lee, and I think that one of the very important thing that I got from all these stories is that Buddha did it. And I think Master Cheng Yen is trying to do it. And I think all these people are showing us that you and I, we can do it too. Do what? I believe that just like what Brother P.S. Lee told us, that we hold the power to be able to change our society, our community, our homes, and our world. It starts with one person, with one question. Why is this basket so powerful, right? Why is the lady holding the basket the most powerful? No, I will not let this basket dictate my fate. I want to change. I want to be more than just this basket. I want to hold on the basket for the world. It's not enough that I am providing for my family only. It's not enough that I am loving my family only. I want to love more. I want to help more. And I can change more than just the people around me. We together can change the community, the society, the world. And Buddha did it 2,500 years ago, trying to change, but he left many things that he didn't complete. That's what Brother P.S. Lee said, that there were things that even the Buddha can't do. We can achieve many things, but we can't do everything. So there are some work that's not yet done. We are now picking it up and trying to finish. Same thing, Master Cheng Yen, and right now, Tzu Chi, brothers and sisters in Taiwan, in Malaysia, we alone can't do everything either. So we need more people. We need you, whether it's in South Africa, right, or in Zambia, or in any part of the world. You speak the local language, you know the local people, you are now have the responsibility to walk on that path and change their lives. You can do it. This is what today's story has been telling me. We can achieve this. Maybe not by myself, but we can do this together. So many, many, many thanks to Brother P.S. Lee for bringing this up. And I think that was the original intent, whether it's from Brother Michael or Brother P.S. Lee or Brother Robert. All of them believe we can change the world. But Africa is so far from us. So we would like you to know that you can change the world. Don't let people tell you that you don't have enough power. Well, if I don't have enough today, I will try my hardest so that I will have enough tomorrow to change the world. If one person is not enough, let me get 10 more. If 10 people isn't enough, let's get a village, 2 villages together. Together we can do this. And the most important thing is, Master believes in us, so we should believe in each other. Okay, so that's all I have time to say, and I would love to hear more from you. Unfortunately, I have to run, but it's something that I really look forward to for all of your sharings, especially after Brother P.S. Lee's sharing. So I look forward to that, and thank you, Brother P.S., and thank you, Brother Robert, for hosting. And I really cherish this opportunity. So together we can really make a difference. And you should believe it. We all believe it. And I hope that you all believe it too. Thank you.
Though Brother Joe is rushing off to catch a train, he still managed to squeeze us in his busy schedule. Deepest Kanan, Brother Joe. So before Brother Joe leave, maybe we can catch a group photo together. Sister Siu Cheng, you want to, grab the photo for all of us here. At the same time, I think we will invite maybe our brothers and sisters from Africa who have some sharing, who have feel inspired from Brother Joe Huang and Brother PS sharing today. Can we maybe hear from one of the brothers and sisters from Africa, Durban, Zambia, or anyone like to say a few words? Maybe we can speak to our Durban volunteer.
Yes, I want to say something.
Yeah, hello, Sister Mongu from Zambia. Yeah, hello.
Sister Frida from Mongo, Zambia.
Yeah.
I would like to share something about what we are learning.
Anyone else want to say something?
Yes, I'm still sharing. We have seen that we need also to carry the master's because we have seen the way she has done it. So we appreciate, especially for us who are in Africa, for what Switch is doing for us. We have seen a lot, and even our mindset has been changed for now. As we can see that we are here to learn more from our Master Cheng Yen. So we appreciate Master Cheng Yen very much. and we would like to know more as we are here listening to the lessons that Brother Joe has shared. So we appreciate it very much. We have learned a lot today. Thank you very much.
Kanan Sister Mongu from Zambia. Yeah, indeed. I think masters are always uh, keep all of you, all these so-called brothers and sisters from Africa, all very close to her heart. Because all of us are all connected. So the gap is actually bridged now. So I think all of us, in fact, many African volunteers also have gone back to see Master. In fact, so we would like to also to listen to others. Maybe from the Durban, South Africa, the main hall. I can see a number of volunteers there. Anyone want to share a few words on today's episode? Anyone?
Yes, hello.
Yes, hello.
Um,
Hi.
can you
Please
hear us?
identify yourself.
Barbara from Devon. I just want to say thank you for teaching us how Master started Tucci. I learned a lot. I didn't know all that she ran away twice. It's the thing that I only knew that she ran away from home, but not twice. So I'm slowly learning
Thanks.
why Tucci is what it is today. I'm learning how the struggles that Master faced and all the masters that she had before her, and we should be so generous and have compassion in our hearts. And I just want to thank you for the teaching, Brother George. I want to thank him for the teaching, and I promise I'm going to pass it on to other African volunteers that are here in South Africa. Thank you so much for the wonderful sharing.
Yeah, to pass on the teachings, whatever that you have received, is to share with the people around you. So I think that is so wonderful. Yeah, sister. Yeah. Anyone else from the Mangangu? Where is this Mangangu? This place? Mangangu is it in Johannesburg, or is it in Zimbabwe? Where is this place? Mangangu? Anyone from Mangangu want to share? I can see a big group of volunteers there. Or what about this Brother Manfred? Brother Manfred from Mongu? Brother Manfred Hamwenda. Mongu, is it the name of a place? Can anyone clarify? I can see a lot of Mongu's name. Mongu G5, Mongu Tsusi, and Manfred Mongu. Mongu, is it the...
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I would like to share. I'm
Thank you.
Manfred Amanda from Mongo, Zambia.
Thank you.
Yes, we really appreciate the journey for changing the master, which we started to show love and unity to us, which has extended even in Africa. We
Yes.
really appreciate. Yes, because the love she has shown to us, we really appreciate it. We are practicing it here in Africa, and we really appreciate it changing people's lives and their well-being. So we really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Manfred from Zambia. Yeah, nice to see you online, and nice to see you that you are also have absorbed the teachings from masters. I hope this sharing will benefit you more, and as we connect closer to master, and to learn more from her teachings. Yeah, Kanan, thank you so much, Brother Manfred.
Thank you.
Anyone else from Durban, maybe? Durban, South Africa. Anyone from Durban, South Africa like to share a few words? And there's
Hello.
hello. Who am I speaking to?
This is Andile
Andilia. Hello, brother
from
Andilia
Durban.
from Durban. Hello.
Yes. Um, I'm also grateful for the sharings for today, especially when we started. We talk about the special dedication of marriage from our late brother Michael.
Michael Xiao, yeah.
Of which we also saw how he was dedicated, how he upholded the master's mission, and
Yes,
throughout his journey, he
yes,
was working to benefit the all living beings, and
yes,
master is also doing. So we also very grateful, although he's no more, but his work is still with us.
yes,
So we are very happy for what he has done in his country and abroad. And also, I think we learned more about how Master endured the hardship in order for Tucci Foundation to be successful, how she dedicated herself in Buddhism. And I understand that Buddhism is not just a religion, but it's a way of
like,
showing people love and compassion. So it's not just so for us, it's just that we need to uphold and put it into action.
yes,
The Dharma lesson that we get from our master are very important because they guide us into a direction. And also, when Brother Joe, it's about you. It starts with one person, and then we get to inspire more. So the action that we take is we should be very careful and make sure that whatever we are doing can inspire other people in order for them to join and help others. And it came to me that this question that says, if not you, then
yeah,
who? So that's why it says it starts from you. So if it is not you, then who?
yes. Canon, brother. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, this one seed is so important when Master Cheng Yen started, Tzu Chi in 1966, a very frail, nun, and likewise, I think in Africa, when you have this brother Tino, who together, with the home sister, started the work, in Mozambique, and of course we have brother Chu also, in Zimbabwe, started the digging the well, So all you need is one person, and then all this will inspire, more people to join this path of goodness. Yeah, Kanan so much. Anyone else like to share? Anyone else? His legacy of transformation, and maybe you can also make the vow to go back to Buddha, go to Buddha land one day, together and walk the path with the fellow volunteers from Singapore, Malaysia, and also Taiwan.
Oh, hello.
Yes. Hi.
Okay, this is Brother Stali from
Hello, brother.
Mangango Mongu.
Okay. Hello.
I just want to appreciate the teachings and the inspiration that we get from the Master's teachings.
Yes.
And usually, I would want to say, as people, we become inspired for us to inspire others.
Yes.
This journey we call Suchi, it needs that heart.
Hmm.
And all in all, after all, I would want also to appreciate all that you have shared before us.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, for understanding the teachings. Yeah, Kanan. Yeah. Anyone else? This brother Mubita, the two brothers from Zambia. Do you have anything to say to us? Hello, is it the brother Mubita and from Zambia? Hello.
Yeah, yes, from church, having a handful, which is giving money, but just giving them reading the so for the teaching for today, it really touched us. Though I joined very late, but it has helped me in many ways. So for the teaching of the day, I say thank you. That's what I just wanted to share.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, brother. Is it Mumbita? Yeah, hello. Yeah. You are yours. You, I think, one of the youngest that we spoke to. How old are you, by the way, brother Mumbita? It's okay. Then can we move on to maybe other volunteers or other brothers and sisters? Maybe we have this brother Derek or sister Ligaya or brother Derek. Hello, brother Derek. You're also from Zambia, brother Derek?
Yes, I'm Brother Dave from Zambia, Mongo. Yes, I just want to say thank you for the teachings that we've learned today, and mostly for what I heard that we must learn to let our loving kindness guide us our way of practicing compassion, and let our compassion inspire our wisdom, so that everything that we do it with kindness. It has to come out from our heart. We learn to share the love that we have with one another, so that everyone might be loved and learn how to love one another in return. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Kanan so much. I think all the brothers so far have been sharing. Most of you all, I think your English are all very good, you know. So maybe for a change, we will get a sister to share. Maybe Sister Joy Dula. Are you from Philippines, Sister Joy? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, brother. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Yes. Hi,
Hi.
good evening.
Good
I'd
evening.
like to thank you so much, the speaker, Mr. Lee, and also the one who reacted, Brother Joe. It
Yeah.
was a very comprehensive, informative, and inspiring, knowing the history about the Buddha
Yeah.
and our Dharma Master Cheng Yen. And I would say it really pays that what we have learned, the wisdom, the love, the compassion, the joy, the selfless giving is really best shared by doing it, by living it out, and doing everything out of love, sincerity of the heart, purity, and of course at the same time encouraging more people to join us, so that the impact that we could create in alleviating the sufferings would be greater, and hopefully the foundation, the one heart, the one mission will continue on to so many generations, so many generations.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Thank you, Sister Joy.
Thank you.
Continue to prolong the good work done by our late Michael Xiao, our late brother Michael Xiao. Have you met him? I guess you should have, isn't it, brother Michael Xiao? Our late brother Michael Xiao?
Yes, yes. He is very active, and I would interact with him several times during activities, during humanities class, during his presence is strongly felt, and his action speaks volumes.
Yes, in fact,
It's a great loss for the Philippines.
indeed. He's like the Superman, of the volunteer, leading, so many Filipinos, in this path of goodness. Yeah, Canon so much. Thank you. Yeah. Can we have maybe Sister Ligaya? Sister Ligaya, are you also from Philippines? Sister Ligaya Ng, are you there? Hello.
Yes. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So Ng is you a Chinese mixture with Filipino?
No, by blood, I'm a Chinese, but my name is very Filipina because I'm born and raised in the Philippines.
Hi. Hello.
Very grateful also for this study group. No? We're happy that we are able to join. Okay, tonight, I was so grateful that brother Lee has arranged the lesson in such a manner that we all were able to recall on how do we walk the Bodhisattva path. No? So it reminded us to contemplate, the contentment, gratefulness, understanding, and forgiveness. Okay, together with we need to be united and harmonious with each other mutually and cooperate. No? So these are easy to say, okay, though a little hard to work on it, but Master gave us another tool, okay, that we can use in order to make it happen. And that is Xin Yuan Xing, faith, vow, and act. And then listen, contemplate, and act. Okay, so so nice that we are reminded to keep always embracing this master's teaching for us to really be united as one all over the world to make the world a better place for all of us. Kanan. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
In fact, I think we didn't do enough justice for Brother PS. In fact, he's sharing. He has tons and tons of information to share. In fact, I would also like to personally invite all brothers and sisters to come to Malaysia, to Kuala Lumpur. I will personally book him, for one day. Then you can get to understand, all the stories, all the nitty-gritty stories of Tzu Chi and Master Cheng Yen, So please come and visit us, And I will make sure Brother PS will allocate his time, even though he's a busy businessman running a public listed company, but yet his passion for Tzu Chi is just second to none, And his knowledge, I think we can't get enough of Brother PS. We have to book him for another session. Yeah. Kanan so much, Sister Ligaya.
We wanted to learn more. Okay, we were born and raised in a very Catholic country, so these are very new to us. We are learning too. Okay, thank you so much, Kanan.
Kanan so much. Yeah. Maybe we will get another sister to share. One more last sister before we end the session. Anyone else? Is there any sister from maybe Zimbabwe? Is there any sister from Zimbabwe or Lesotho? Or I lost touch with all these so many countries now. I think Tzu Chi is has spread in Africa. Yeah, and then to the wonderful work done by the seeds who have spread to so many of the volunteers now. Anyone else? Oh. Hi. Hello. I can't hear you. Go closer to the mic. Is your name?
Are you getting me?
Yes, very faintly, very soft. Yeah, you continue. Doesn't matter. Continue, please.
Remaining, what our master teaching us, we need not just to learn about the love, but we have to share to others in coming to English. They don't come here to listen to learn about the love. They have to share that also that they learn about that love. Thank you.
can't hear you very well, very soft. Yeah, it's okay. Canon so much. Thank you. Are you Sister Derek? Your Derek is probably another brother, is it?
Yes, actually, we are together in Monk.
Hello. Hi.
She's my sister. Yes, we are together in Monk.
Okay, I think we will come to the end of today's session. Kanan, to everyone for joining us today. Let us conclude the session by doing the prayer song. Is it Sister Siu Ching? Okay,
Yes.
let us send our blessings to everyone, to the merits, to our brother Michael Xiao as well, our late brother Michael Xiao. So let us sing this prayer song together. Then, Sister Siu Ching, please.
In my heart, I feel deep gratefulness. All my heart is filled with sincere prayer. From all corners of the world, let us join our hearts and pray for a world of harmony and peace. In my heart, I feel deep gratefulness. May all the Buddhas hear my prayer. All united with one heart, let us end our hate with love. May there be no suffering hereafter.
May all minds be purified. May there be peace in the community, and may there be no disasters in this world. Okay, before we conclude, let us offer our three sincere bows to Buddha and Master Cheng Yen. Please rise. First bow, second bow, and third bow. And then may we all continue to walk the Bodhisattva path with diligence, cultivating both wisdoms and blessing together. Good night, and I think it's still good day in Africa, So we look forward to see each other again next month, same time, same place, So bye-bye, everyone. Stay safe, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Cảm ơn bác Trang.
Cảm ơn so much. Cảm ơn sister.
Cảm ơn brother Robert, cảm ơn brothers and sisters, cảm ơn brother Pierre.